he said, I didn't think you wanted to, he's like, I didn't think you wanted to, and I think he just, I don't know, but they made dinner for me, him and his son. It was so cute. They made me a turkey dinner 2 nights ago, and they did all, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and then yesterday he took us both, me and his son, into Boston. We went to the JFK Memorial Library, and then we went out to dinner.
Oh my!
It was really fun.
Okay.
So
you broke
I definitely feel better about it.
Mm-hmm.
I did, and then I felt bad because that's how I am. I felt bad for making him feel uncomfortable, but I don't anymore because, come on.
You got your point across, and he's stuck in there and didn't. It could have gone differently if you had done it differently, but my feeling is that if someone is really with you for the long haul, it doesn't have to be perfect. There's always an easy way, the easy road, the hard road. It could have gone more smoothly, but it went, and you got some results. You communicated how you felt sooner than later. I think that it helped for us to talk about it where you could see that it wasn't something that was unreasonable for you to expect, and
exactly
that gave you confidence. However you said it, and you probably I don't think you probably said it as bad as you think you might have. And it's interesting. If I remember having a feeling that he wasn't intentionally, and whatever the miscommunication was, where he says, "I didn't think you wanted to go out to dinner." People assume things about each other because they don't talk about things, and that's where there's a lack of communication. There's a lot of room to project what you think someone else is feeling or thinking, and we really don't have any idea.
Right. And he did say, he said, well, it's a two-way street. Like, if you want to go out, just tell me you want to go out. Just like you would,
That's
you would
helpful.
just say, let's go out. I'm like, oh, yeah.
See, you had built up a story about he didn't love you because you weren't going out, and that wasn't how he saw it at all. So that's...
Right. He probably, So,
that was that worthiness thing.
I said, but I want you to. I want you to, and make a plan and,
be romantic.
I don't want to be the one. I want you to, I think he got the message. I mean, he's a smart guy.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think these guys know.
He's a smart guy. I think
exactly.
So.
Didn't fall up the turnip truck lately.
Right.
Yeah, watched a few chick flicks or a few morning television shows. He knows the deal.
Yeah,
and it's interesting to see how much he really did know or was playing dumb a little bit. Or I'm not even going to go there. You got what you wanted, and it looks like you got 2 dinners in 1 week when it wasn't looking that otherwise. I do feel, however, that there was a point where he said, if this is what you want, just ask for it. And we talked about that. I told you last week how I let Dean know in the first year of our relationship that I love to receive flowers because I thought that it was at the risk of not having that, he should know what I feel thing.
Right.
You understand that one, right?
Right.
I thought I would avoid all of that, and also the disappointment that can come when you let people know, or the person in your relationship with what your needs and wants are in the relationship, and then they don't fulfill them, and then you end up with that feeling of that childhood wound that I must not be worth it if this person doesn't even do this and I've asked them to. So there's a lot of vulnerability and risk when it comes to communicating what we want and need, and I believe that that's why a lot of people stay silent, and there are a lot of marriages that break up after 20, 30 years, and you wonder, how did that happen? And I think that people get pretty comfortable avoiding topics that are uncomfortable for them.
Right.
And you go into autopilot, and this one cooks dinner, and this one takes out the trash, and if we don't talk about what's bothering us, maybe it'll go away. But it doesn't go away. It seethes silently under the surface, and most people get so stuck in their relationships and so fearful about not finding what they really want that they settle for a lot of things that they don't want. And it's not either one's fault if you're not communicating and taking risks and being vulnerable and having courage. So I give you a lot of credit. No matter how you said it. At the risk of him getting upset.
Right. And being uncomfortable. That's like the biggest thing for me is like, I hate to, just the whole making him uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for me. It's embarrassing. It was just awkward and uncomfortable. Like, I hate talking about money. It makes me cringe. I hate it. And
I'd like to help you get over that.
I know. I am working on it. I did, in my last relationship, I kind of pushed myself a little, and I felt better. And
did he pay for dinner?
More so in this one. So.
Did he pay for dinner when he took you out?
Oh my, yeah.
Let's just clear that up. It wouldn't be the same. Yeah, let's go to dinner, Michelle. So here's the bill.
He didn't. Yeah, he paid. And he paid for my.
Hello, are you there? Oh boy, we lost her again. Are you there?
You can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we'll just go with it. There's something with the internet connection.
Yeah, he paid for my ticket into the museum too.
Good. Okay, so now what I was starting to say is that there was a point when you said, or he said, that you just ask for what you want, and then you said, well, I don't want to have to do that. So now that you've had this dinner conversation, how are you feeling around New Year's out to dinner or Valentine's out to dinner? Are you feeling more comfortable about not being let down? He really got the message.
Yes.
About this.
Right. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, he did get the message. So, yeah, I am feeling a lot more comfortable about that, yeah.
So, besides dinner, has this carried forth into taking you out to the movies? Again, we called it whining and dining, but aside from dinner, you're still interested in somebody that's thinking creatively about how to spend time with you, especially in the beginning before it gets
monotonous
in the grind.
Right,
so
exactly.
You got to keep that. I mean, successful marriages keep that spark through, and you're doing a really good job. A few weeks ago, or maybe it was a month ago at this point, you were exhausted and you were moving and you had so much going on that you said you went over his house and you felt like you were not bringing anything to the table and started to feel a little bit insecure about that.
Right, yeah.
So how's that been going?
I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Wow.
See, so tell me about how you're feeling shifted about being somebody that is interdependent is a word that I've always liked in relationships, where you're not dependent on each other, you're independent but interdependent, and so it's like two whole people coming together that creates the excitement and the vibrancy, as opposed to two halves that are just clinging together in like a sinking ship kind of image. So what have you been doing to take care of yourself so you go over and you feel like $1 million?
I've just been, just exercising and just doing my thing and just going, I think, I haven't really, it's funny because I think I was just having a vulnerable day that day. But I've just been feeling really good. I know that I think that he sees in me what makes me special and different from other people. Like, we all have our own uniqueness, and I think that he sees that in me. My last boyfriend, I didn't feel like he saw that and what made me special. So, I know that Eric likes my, I know the things that he likes about me, and
that's important.
Yeah,
not everybody gets that. It's like you can feel different with other people that completely miss who you are.
Right.
And that's fine, but they don't see you for your potential,
right. I feel that
your soul.
Yeah, I feel that he sees me, and now after it's been a couple of months, I feel more comfortable in the relationship and in his feelings for me.
It has been a couple months already. Wow, when you and I first started talking, I think it was maybe a week or two.
Right.
We've skipped some weeks.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yep. So it was 2 months on Christmas Day.
Okay. So that was right at the end of October.
And the Christmas present thing worked out perfectly because I was so worried that I was going to get him more than he got me, or he was going to give me way more and it would be embarrassing.
Right.
But then I told myself, you know what? We're on the same page with pretty much everything. We always have he'll say something that I was thinking or vice versa, and I thought it's going to be the same way, and it was. I mean, it was totally we each got each other 3 things, and one was kind of big, one was small, and we each got each other a bottle of wine.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and he gave me a beautiful jewelry box that was really fine quality inlaid wood, and it's totally, I love it because it's his style, and it reminds me of him. And when he gave it to me, he said it's like a little hope chest.
Oh my goodness, I'm seeing this on his bureau when you move in together. Oh my.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. How funny. Well, it's on my bureau right now.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully someday it will be on his.
Unless you're Kim Kardashian, you don't.
Ring in there.
Right. You don't. Unless you're Kardashian, you don't typically get married after a week of knowing somebody. I had to put a joke in there about that, but I see the writing on the wall with this one for sure. Unless.
But I had a client today who is he's quite a character. He's Sicilian, and he's really a character, and he loves to, I haven't seen him since I had my last boyfriend, and he was the same way with my last boyfriend. He likes to get the scoop, so he's so tell me about this guy, and has he been married? And I said no, and he was oh, that's not good, and blah blah blah, and
I think it's good. Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
I said I think it's good, but go on.
I thank you. Okay, so but he did say something that I thought I would share with you because it made me feel better too about the whole deserving thing. And he said if he loves you, he said why shouldn't he want to marry you? He should want to make your life easier. If he loves you, that's what love is. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of. Because I love him, and I want to do things to make his life better and
that
easier.
Is love. It's outward. Yeah, it's care, true care for someone else. There's different agape or eros and different kinds of love that you can look up at. I'm thinking it's the agape love that is the purest love, when you care deeply about the well-being of the other person. Right. It's very selfless. But but you don't lose yourself or overgive. It's completely different. So I hear what you're saying with that. All right, so go on with what else did he say? So he should want to make your life better. Sounds pretty good so far.
He just thinks that Eric has commitment issues, and that's why he's never been married.
Oh, okay.
Because he's 46. So that wasn't part that I didn't like. And then I started to think maybe he's right.
He's what?
Maybe that my client was right.
Okay, I can tune in on that one if you want.
I would like you to, because, I feel like I love Eric, and I think that he loves me, but he hasn't told me that he loves me. And the night that, over the Christmas dinner thing, that we had that talk, and then when I went to his house, I said, he wanted to talk more about it, and I was like, I feel like I love you, and it's making me, a little crazy, and my stuff is coming up, the deserving thing. I didn't say deserving because I was too embarrassed, but
what did he say?
I just said my issues are coming up, and when I said I think I love you, his son was upstairs. I mean, and his house is all open. It's like a post and beam, so you can hear everything. Mm-hmm. And he like made this like surprise look, like, oh my God, you know, Nick's gonna, like, he didn't want Nick to hear.
Okay, yeah.
But I thought, well, am I going